WWE SmackDown's main event makes a stop here in the River City tonight at the Coliseum. Our first guest has made his mark on the grandest stage of them all when he eliminated Kane from the third annual Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
Now, before he steps into the ring tonight, he stops by Virginia this morning. We welcome WWE superstar Baron Corbin to our show, and he's money in the bank.
That's right. That's right. This
I like
goes
a guy who
everywhere
carries
with
a
me.
lot of cash with him. This is so exciting for folks. You started out not as a wrestler.
No. I've taken a pretty good path here. You know, coming from Golden Gloves boxing and college football to NFL football, it's been a pretty awesome ride, and you know, learning the transition from one thing to the next and seeing how they all go together. So it's been exciting.
Were you an athlete as a kid?
A little bit. Yeah, you know, I was doing all kinds of sports growing up, always busy. I was one of those kids who had practice every day after school for football or, you know, basketball or wrestling, and then even in my free time I was out playing golf. You know, I mean, it was just one of those things to be active, and I was good at what I did. Is
it kind of that philosophy, Baron, of the same only different, in that I was so fascinated to see boxing and football, right? And then it translates into the ring.
I mean, it really does, especially, you know, my football career was an offensive lineman, so, you know, you're having to move big people around. You know, you have 330-pound people in front of you, so learn to do that while, you know, having balance and strength and the lifestyle of training and diet and, you know, just learning all those things. And then going from NFL to WWE, you have the same kind of things. I'm throwing big people around, you know, and my footwork is good, and you know, you have to have that athletic ability, and then the lifestyle that goes with it. I mean, my diet had to completely change, my training had to completely change. So, I mean, that's what makes it fun. It's not the same every day. I'm always learning and evolving.
And in the WWE, you can use your hands to move people around as opposed to just kind of moving them with your forearms.
Yeah, I mean, I can use anything necessary. I can use a Money in the Bank briefcase if I want.
So this Money in the Bank briefcase, right? I'm just from getting familiar with this. What are you, squirreling up a ladder and knocking people off?
And it's terrifying, by the way. It's like a 16-foot ladder, and you're like, oh, that's no problem. I'll climb to the top of it. Well, now you're climbing. It's kind of moving. There's people around you trying to knock you off of it. I mean, it's terrifying because it's just that thing up top. And you're like, oh no! But now, to get this, you have to reach off the ladder with both hands, unhook it, and pull it down. So now you have no hands on the ladder that's moving. It's unbelievable.
Have you got a ladder endorsement yet?
Yeah, I wish.
You know, the basketball, the Final Four.
I might have the emblem imprinted on me somewhere from being hit with it, but
it's imprinted on you.
Yeah. So, but I came away with that, and you know, I have a year to cash in the contract for a WWE Championship match at any time, any place, anywhere, at any moment. So, you know, the WWE champion has to have his head on a swivel, because if it's something where he, you know, goes through a long match and is beat up and tired, I can come out and
you can pop up.
I can pop up, hit him with this a few times if I want, and then say, well, I'm ready to fight. So,
take that to the bank.
Yeah, exactly.
So what does tonight mean for you here in Richmond?
Tonight's another opportunity. It's another chance to potentially, you know, cash this in if I find my opportunity right. But I know there's some amazing matches tonight. I know John Cena, Randy Orton, and AJ Styles are teaming up, and I mean, when you have three guys like that, anything can happen. You know, Jinder Mahal, Kevin Owens, and Dolph Ziggler, I believe, are facing them. So that's going to be a war. And then, you know, coming off Sunday in Philly with Shinsuke, we didn't end. It didn't end the way he wanted. He got hit where he didn't like it, and I got disqualified. So we're gonna, see what we can do tonight. Details. I'm really good at getting disqualified. It's kind of
everybody's got a talent.
I have a little bit of a temper, and sometimes it gets the best of me. So
that's what I hear. But you're a bad guy, right? But you seem like such a nice fellow.
Seems like a sweetheart to me.
When someone's in the way of something you want, it can go a little bit awry, I guess.
So you were in Philly on Sunday. You're in Richmond on Tuesday night.
Yep.
How many nights a week do you get out there and put yourself on?
4 nights a week. We do 3 live events a week, and then SmackDown. Or this week we had a pay-per-view. So last night I was in. Where was I last night? That's what happens when you run on little sleep. You forget where you're coming from. We started in Wildwood, New Jersey, then went to Philly, and then I was in Newark, Delaware. So we came in from Newark, Delaware last night, and we do 4 nights a week, or sometimes, we're doing overseas. We have Japan coming up, China coming up, South America, Europe.
Where'd you grow up?
I grew up in Kansas City.
Kansas City,
Yeah,
and now you're
Midwest.
seeing the world.
I'm seeing it.
Sometimes
you know.
looking up, but
Yeah.
most of the time not.
Yeah, I prefer to be, eye level
top of
looking
the ladder.
around, but if I'm staring at the lights, it wasn't very good. But yeah, now I live in Florida, so I'm enjoying some warm weather, and it's good to come to cities like this and get to bring SmackDown to people. And we want them to come out and just lose their minds, have fun, escape reality for a few hours, and just, you can yell at me whatever you want or cheer for the guys you love. Cena's going to be there, and he's amazing at what he does. And so if you get an opportunity to see a guy like that in person, how can you miss that?
We're glad to see you in person.
I see him
Right?
transforming into a good guy down the line.
Yeah, well, I mean, we'll see. If I'm doing really well, and we'll see what happens. But right now I'm a little salty sometimes out there.
Okay, that's all right.
If you yell at him, be ready to duck, because I think he's got a fast move.
Might throw
right?
that at you.
Yeah.
You had the chance to see Baron Corbin in action when WWE presents SmackDown Live tonight at 7:45 p.m. at the Richmond Coliseum. WTVR.com/VTM is the spot to go for all the ticket information.